In this video, I'll look at the trick of inequalities in graphs and specifically inverse graphs. And the main way that I like to do these just to be safe is to think of them as if they're a point. And so this is like a y value, this is like the equal sign, and so it's like saying where's y equal to 3. I will get into the inequality in a second. So for starters, let me just draw the inverse graph just for your practice as well. So if the original graph has an x asymptote of 0, then the inverse will be y equals 0. If the x-intercept was 1, now the y-intercept is 1. If the point was 3, 1, those swap around and become 1, 3. And here's my inverse graph. And if I think of when I see inequalities, I think of them as if they're points, then what I've got going here is I am trying to work out where the y value is below 3. And so here in the inverse graph there, y is 3. So where's it below there? It's all of that. How do I write that answer now in terms of x? Well, the biggest here is 1, and it's always going to be on the left of 1. So the answer is simply x is less than 1. Why is it not or equal to? Is there asymptote affecting the fact that I didn't make it or equal to? No, it's just that the question itself simply asked where it is less than 3. If you had a number like 4 or 5 or just something that's not in this picture, then what I would have done is I would have subbed that value, say it was 5, I would have subbed that in to the graph for y, and that would have spat out a point. So this example was easier in that I took the point I had and I switched it and it worked out. But if you had a different answer like 5, you would have subbed y is basically 5. You would have subbed 5 into the inverse graph. It would have spat out an x value, and you would have just had a point somewhere a little bit higher, and then you could have worked your answer out like that. So when you're ever stuck with inequality questions, just think of them as if they're a point and sub that into the appropriate graph, and you'll get the x value, and you'll always be able to answer these and always get full marks. I trust this video was helpful. If it was, please like it, subscribe to our channel, and share with your friends.